Hi, my name is Dr. Diane Bai, and this is Drew Ebersol, who plays the patient in this scenario. What we're about to demonstrate is a transactional interaction versus a transformational interaction. A transactional interaction is the way I was taught in medical school, where we focus on the disease process and try to solve the problem. A transformational interaction is where we actually connect with the patients to really enhance the healing. We want to understand the patient's perspective, listen to their story, show empathy, and partner for plan of care. Take a look. So, Drew, hi. How are you? I haven't seen you in a while. What's up? What can I help you with today?
Got a little hearing loss in my right ear.
Okay.
My wife made me come in.
How long has it been going on now?
About 6 months.
6 months. Better? Worse? About the same?
I'd say worse.
Worse. Oh, I see you had a hearing test here already. Good. Yeah, you got hearing loss, all right. Yeah, in the right ear. There's definitely hearing loss.
It's not good.
Pretty young to have hearing loss. Tell you what, I think we should get an MRI. Let's get an MRI for your brain.
An MRI?
Okay? Yeah, MRI for your brain. Here we go. All right, let me just order that.
All right. You think it's serious or?
Who knows? Yeah, but it's good to get an MRI. Just get it checked out, okay? And come back and see me 2 weeks after you get an MRI. All right?
Okay.
Okay. All right. Take care, Drew. I'll see you later.
All right. In that encounter, I did not feel any of the RICE values or the core values. And actually, a little secret, this scenario was an actual scenario for me, even though Dr. Bai is not an ENT, she played one for this purpose. And what really happened was I did not follow through with the suggestion that the ENT gave me. He had told me to get an MRI, and I did not, because the treatment was so poor and not connected. I did not get the MRI, and so I went another whole year with a brain tumor that could have been removed earlier, and quite frankly, I might be in better physical shape today because of that. So it has a real clinical impact.
I did not intend to treat Drew as a number. What was going on in my mind was that here's a problem, this is how we're going to approach this problem. And here are the steps, and let's go. It's scary to think how many of my patients may be out there who did not follow through with my recommendation, despite what I thought of my care as being excellent. Hi, Drew.
Hi.
How are you?
Hi.
I'm Dr. Bai. It's good to meet you. I'll be taking care of you today.
All right, nice to meet you too.
So I noticed in your chart before I walked in that we're here to talk about hearing loss. Is that right?
Yeah, in the right ear.
In the right ear. Tell me a little bit more about that.
Oh, I guess I just, it occurred to me that I had about 30% hearing loss, and I went and did a hearing test, and they confirmed it with me.
I see. That's concerning. Yeah. Okay. I'm just going to write down what you say here so we can capture everything you said, okay?
Okay.
So 30% hearing loss. Okay. So how long has this been going on now?
About 6 months.
6 months. Okay. How has this affected your life?
Well, when I'm in crowded places, I can't pick out people's voices.
Oh, that's annoying, to say the least.
Yeah.
That's hard,
My son gives me a hard time for it, so.
How old is your son?
He's 9.
He's 9. Right, that gives him a great excuse not to do what you tell him to do, right?
Yeah, basically.
Yeah, those 9-year-olds, I know. Okay, now, Do you feel like it's getting better or worse in the
Mm.
last 6 months?
I'd say worse.
Worse, okay, all right, okay. Tell me what concerns you the most with this.
I think I just want to make sure it's something bigger. You know,
Mhm.
I worry. I think I worry about my wife and son, and I don't know. I just don't know.
Gotcha,
You know.
gotcha. Okay, well, let me share with you what I think, okay? So typically, in a young person like you, it's not that common to have hearing loss in just 1 year that's
Mhm.
been ongoing for 6 months. It could be something benign like a virus infection. You know, we can continue to watch it for a couple months and see how you do, but it's a little unusual for viral infection to last 6 months and it's continuing to get worse. So, like you said, we want to make sure we're not missing anything. So I think we probably should try to get to the bottom of this and get an MRI of your brain and see exactly what's going on in there.
MRI.
Yeah, what
is
do
that,
you think?
I mean, does that cost a lot, or?
Yeah, it depends on your insurance. It could cost some money, it's true. Yeah.
CAT scan, is that cheaper, or?
It's hard to say. Yeah, although I would say for the purpose of what we're doing, the MRI definitely gives us much better pictures.
Okay.
Yeah, I mean,
Okay.
I'm worried about you. I want to make sure that you do well for your family,
Yeah.
and we just don't want to miss anything here. So I think it's important that let's get the MRI so we know exactly what we're dealing with.
Okay.
What do you think?
Yeah, let's do that. That makes good
Okay.
sense. Yeah,
All right.
it's
Okay.
important.
Okay. All right. I'm going to enter the order for the MRI here. Okay. All right. Now, the MRI is going to be done in that building over there. They're going to take great care of you. It's a great team of people over there.
Good.
Yeah.
Good.
Okay.
That's awesome.
All right.
Thank you.
Okay. We'll get to the bottom of this.
Good.
Okay.
Good. Good. So in the transformational encounter, which actually was a replay of the actual encounter I had, again, because the scenario is rough for me, I followed through. And I went and got the MRI that I was supposed to get, and they diagnosed the brain tumor and removed it. And actually that act of compassion that Diane reenacted may have saved my life. And so I'm here today because my physician showed me that level of care and compassion and ensured that I would care for myself.
I think it's very important to understand what the other person is thinking. I often assume they know what I'm thinking and they're on the same page with me, but reality is that's actually not true. Unless I ask, I don't know that he's going to be compliant with my recommendation. I don't know what he's actually seeing me for. It may not be what's written on the chief complaint. So actually asking him and elicit out of him what he wants out of this visit, what's most important to him and what's concerning him the most, will actually bring us to a common ground. And then we can move forward. And showing empathy is another way to connect with the patients, so that not only Drew will help Drew to trust my recommendations and the plan that we're formulating together. It really helps to bring us to the common ground, relieve a lot of the anxiety and scaredness that everybody goes to the doctor will feel. It is critical when someone is sick to actually feel that person on the other end understand them.
Dr. Bai reenacted an actual appointment that caused me to get that MRI. And the values that she demonstrated in that with excellence and reverence and integrity and compassion were real. And the fact is, they had a real clinical impact on me. And I think that's the point we want to make through all of this, is they're not just about making patients happy, it's about improving outcomes and saving lives. and there's a lot of data and evidence to show that that's true. So I think the thought from all this is do it for them, do it for you, and do it for a better outcome.